Alright guys, here's your weekly summary video of week 10, day 2, A and B day. We're going to be talking about the battles of the American Revolutions, starting with the strengths and weaknesses of both armies. So before we get into the battles, let's explore some of the strengths and weaknesses that the British and the Americans had. And if you were in class this day, we went through this PowerPoint and we asked ourselves, was it a British strength or an American strength? And so since you're just doing this on your own, just go through it, take note of these strengths and weaknesses, and form an opinion on which side you think should win the war. Then next, we're going to take a look at some key battles. This is a key battle right here, Valley Forge, where the Americans had to survive a harsh winter. Typically back then, armies didn't fight during the winter because they didn't have the clothes, the equipment, the tools that we have today. So step one for this assignment is to click here, create a copy of this document. And what you're going to be doing with this is you're going to be dragging and dropping the pictures, the dates, and the information above the descriptions to the correct places on the map. So first battle is going to go right here at the beginning. So you covered this up, but you can move this one around too. That one's going to go somewhere on the timeline. And here's the picture for the first battle as well. Oops. And if you move it off like that, see how I just messed it up? All you got to do is hit the undo button. Make sure you click on the picture good before you do it. Make sure you have those arrows popped up, and it should work, no problem. And so there, I'm going to move that picture there. So we'll do that with all these pictures. You can get the information for it in the must-do area over here. The Brain Pop is really good, and all these videos are really great to help you find out the information. The may-do area over here also has some extra information in case you don't find it here. Lastly, go ahead and hit next. You do have a homework piece this week, and it's a lot like we've been doing. How did the U.S. win the war? They weren't strong like SpongeBob here. They weren't the strongest army, and it's no secret the British army was much more powerful than the United States. How was it even possible for American army made up of militiamen and untrained soldiers to be able to defeat the British, who were considered the most powerful army in the world? Use the APE method and answer the question below. So answer, how did an untrained army beat the most powerful army in the world? Prove, why do you think that? Explain, give me details. How did they use their strengths to their advantage? You can use these sentence stems. There's 4 sentence stems here, so if you pick 3 of them, you're good to go. Also, there's a word bank here. Here are the traits and the strengths and weaknesses of the British. Here are the traits and the strengths and weaknesses of the American. I also put the PowerPoint down here in case you need some help. That wraps it up for week 10, day 2. Hopefully you got this.